Good morning, people. All right, let's get into it. My name is Blanche Eden, your host on the Black Trending News Podcast. This is the third episode. This is going to be a sticky ass episode. God, sticky like this damn weather. It is muggy, hot, and sticky, and that's exactly what this shit is going to be, because it's just getting out of hand. It's been out of hand. It's just been out of hand. So it's really not getting out of hand. It's been the fuck out of hand. Anyway, where do I start? First off, just a disclaimer. I am an artist, so I'm not coming after any artist. I just want to make that like really upfront. I would never ever do that. That's not why I'm trying to create this platform. Right? Humbly, I'm saying trying to create this platform. I'm not using this platform to put down any artist anywhere at any time whatsoever. This is strictly just my opinion as a fan today, right? Not from a musician standpoint, because I don't want anybody coming for my neck, right? Just kidding. I don't think anybody's going to come for me, but people come for you. Like, this is the internet. People with their fingers, they're thugs, right? They're finger thugs. So I just want to make a disclaimer. I'm doing this as a fan. I'm going to be as compassionate, and careful with my words as possible, because I understand as an artist myself that it is a sensitive subject to talk about your work and to expose yourself to a bunch of strangers, and for people to tear you down or put you up and tear you down again. That's a hard transition to go back and forth from. So I'm going to speak with compassion today. I'm going to get right into it. I want to talk about, this new trend of, I say people, I guess. I don't know who they are, but it's a group of people online, or several people or whatever, pulling down artists, women artists, male artists, all artists, particularly in the particularly in the hip hop genre, about writing their lyrics. This is what I've been seeing. It's just bullshit and it's garbage. I just want to talk about that a little bit. Then I want to talk about a particular artist that I'm personally a fan of, that I don't like what I'm seeing going on around this artist, and I just think it's retarded, period. So it's not retarded. I don't like using that word. No offense to anyone who is mentally disabled. I'm going to stop using that word. I think it's ridiculous. That's a better word. Pardon me. So stop tearing down people because they didn't write their shit. It's stupid. You're stupid for tearing down anybody who didn't write their music. They're not fake because they didn't write their music. Think about it for a minute, right? You have songwriters, you have rappers, you have singers. We are a family of people that come together and make great work. There is nothing wrong with a rapper or a singer that sings a song that somebody else wrote, or several people wrote, or if they wrote something and then four other people intervened and made it wham bam, good. There is nothing wrong with that. Can you please tell me what is wrong with a group of artists from different art worlds coming together and putting out a hit? What is wrong with that? Why are people so stupid? I just can't. I'm really frustrated. I think that anybody who drags down someone because they didn't write their song is stupid. I don't care if you don't like that opinion. It's not even an opinion. I call it a damn fact. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with artists coming together and putting a song together. Where do you get off coming for people that do that? Where have you been? Have you been under a fucking rock? Because last time I checked, this has been going on for years. Longer than I've been on this earth, longer than you've probably been on this earth. People have been collaborating, artists, writers, producers, directors, whatever you want to fucking call them, Artists in general have been coming together and making projects. That's what it's called. It's called a fucking project. When you're in 5th grade and you got a science project, don't you work with 2 or 3 other people in your class? Stupid. Yes, you do. And yes, I'm calling you stupid because somebody's got to call it stupid. It's a stupid ass thing to be coming at people because they didn't write their song. Is this all that you can do? Is this all that you can say? Is that, oh, you didn't write your song? You're impotent? Like, what? So why don't you throw out all your music that you've been listening to? Because most of those artists collaborate with other people. Some of the best artists in the world. And you know, I haven't researched this. Okay, but correct me if I'm wrong. Michael Jackson collaborated with some people too. And he's one of the greatest artists in the world. I'm sure he didn't write every single song by his damn self. Are you dumb? You gotta be dumb to sit here and come for people. And I've been seeing it with women in particular. Yes, I've seen it with like Drake, you know, a couple of male artists, but I've been seeing hip hop artists, women, black women, and specifically being came at because they didn't write their shit. Latino, whatever you want to call it. Okay? I don't even care about race right now. You're coming for a genre of music because they didn't write their own song. You have to be a complete dumbass. I'm just flabbergasted at the bullshit. It's just bullshit. Your faves collaborate with other writers. Did you know that? And you know, it's really easy. All you gotta do is go look up the credits. They're on the streaming platform. They're on their All Music page. It's on the CD, on the album. Go look at your album book and go look and see who wrote the songs. Go and look and see who wrote the songs. And it's none of your business. That's another thing. Now I'm speaking from, let me switch my hat. Now I'm speaking from a musician hat, okay? It's none of your goddamn business who I write my music with. It's none of your business. Do you like the song? Good. You like it? Shut up then. Jam, bop, turn it up, turn up. Whatever y'all say. Okay? Do that. It's none of your business who wrote the song. What do you care? People are getting too goddamn intrusive on the internet. Y'all need to back up a little bit. If I choose to work with 5 writers, that's my goddamn business. Okay? If they want to work with me, they want to make their coin, they want to get paid, we all getting paid. That's my goddamn business. Why are you feeling the need to say what I can and cannot do as an artist, as a woman, as a person, as an atom? I'm trying to understand, who do you people think you are? Whoever the hell you are. That's how invisible you are. I don't even know who the hell you are, but there's fingers and typing and words all over the internet. You didn't write your own stuff. I can't even quote it because it's such garbage. But I've just been seeing it through my feed. It's just annoying now. It's stupid. Find something else to talk about. Find something else to drag. Because you're a drag. To feel like you could tell another artist who they can work with. You have a lot of nerve. If you are a hairstylist, right? Is somebody to tell you, oh, you can't work with that designer and you can't work with that model and that photographer? You got to work by yourself. You got to take the pictures yourself. You got to style it yourself. You got to paint her nails yourself. You got to do her makeup yourself. What? No. You don't do that. Singers, rappers are no different. It is all art culture. You collaborate. It's fun. If I'm a songwriter only, right? I'm not a songwriter only. I'm a songwriter and a singer. But what if I wanted to collaborate with other songwriters? What, you gonna come for me? And so what if most of my music is collaboration with other writers? Mine isn't personally. I have written all of my music, but that is because I don't know a lot of writers. I don't know any. When you're an independent artist, you're kind of like off to yourself a little bit. You kind of work alone. That's what a lot of independent artists. But when you're in the industry and you're a mainstream artist, like the artist I'm about to get into, you work with other people. People want to work with you. You're admired. People are clawing to work with you, dying to work with you. They just want an opportunity. When you're that big, why shouldn't a writer or 5 writers, why should I have to choose one writer? Maybe I want several writers. I can't just choose one. There's so many, right? There's like 5 million writers that want to write with me. I'll only choose 4 or 5 on one song. It's only one song. So, before you come for people, check your fucking self, check your credits, and understand that it's a collaboration. And I don't want to see artists defending themselves anymore. Like, it's bullshit. The fact that an artist like Nicki Minaj, that is the artist that I'm going to get into, that I'm going to be talking about, has to... She is literally like online saying that she wrote her first mixtape. Like, why? I don't understand why a artist of that stature has to come online and explain shit to people. Like, I just don't even understand it. I don't understand how anybody has to. Not to say that she's better than anyone else. I'm not going there, so relax. What I'm saying is that why are artists, and specifically I'm speaking about Nicki Minaj today, but why are artists in general coming online and going, I wrote my music, see, I did this, I did it. You know what it's doing? It's causing like serious ego trips to happen. And ego trips are a dangerous thing. They really are a dangerous thing and a dangerous place to hop your ass over to. That's what it's creating. It's creating all these walls and defense, behaviors and animosity between people and artists, between fans and artists, and between this people's fans and these people's fans. It's just stupid and ridiculous. Why is an artist like Nicki Minaj saying, I wrote my whole first... Why does anybody need to explain themselves to anybody? Do you like the song? Back to my motherfucking point. Do you like the song? Good. Why are you... Let me tell you something. 10 years ago, nobody gave a fuck about who wrote what. Cut the shit. Nobody gave a fuck about who wrote what. So fucking what if you wrote it and he wrote it and they wrote it and I didn't? Maybe I didn't want to write it. I'm a goddamn singer. So if I'm a singer, not speaking about me personally, but what if I'm a singer and I don't write music? So you mean to tell me I can't sing? No. Please go have several seats on several motherfucking continents. Please go sit your ass somewhere else and talk that dumb bullshit by yourself, because nobody wants to hear it. It's dumb. Singers have songs written by other people. Nobody's coming for them. Everybody's coming for particular people. Like, why are we picking on people? Why are we picking on artists? Why are we picking on anybody? Cut the bullshit. Why are you a fucking fan picking on another artist? First of all, if you have any type of sense, then you wouldn't even be doing it. These people who are picking on these artists don't know what I'm saying. They can't know, or they wouldn't be doing it. So that's why I'm making this today, so that you do fucking know, because it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous that let me just read it here. I just think I don't know what's going on. I mean, I just wish people would just stop. 12 years ago, I dropped my first mixtape, wrote every single word on every single song. I was so proud of that. Eventually, the Barbs were all wearing pink hair, Chinese bangs, and Barbie chains. This is a quote from Nicki Minaj. This is a recent quote, probably today or yesterday. I couldn't find it on her Instagram page, but I got this from Impressive Channel. I follow this page, and this is the credit that I got. It looks like an Instagram post from what I'm looking at. It doesn't even matter, okay? The fact that she has to say she wrote every single word on every single song is just ridiculous. Why does she have to explain this? Why do people care? Why are you so pressed? Why do you care so much that she didn't do this or she didn't do that? Another thing that I really, really am annoyed with is just like the influence thing. People are really getting carried away with who influenced who influenced who influenced who influenced who. Who the fuck cares? Can we stop giving a fuck about shit that's not important? Do you like the video? Do you like the clothes? Did you like the tour? Good. Enjoy it. And have a fucking seat. It's just ridiculous. Not everybody, but there's a lot of people like, I always shout out, I always do this, I always do that. Why do people have to? There's nothing wrong with paying homage to who influenced you. And honestly, if somebody listens to your music and can't hear your influence, the influence is probably not there. I can listen to someone's music, someone can listen to my music and hear influence and who the artist is if you're familiar with that artist. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But stop dissecting people's interviews. Go get a fucking life. Go get a life. Because if you had a life, you wouldn't be so interested in who is homaging who. It's like so petty. And it's really sad that people are really, this is a huge form of bullying. It is a form of online bullying. It is under that umbrella. And it's disgusting. And it's coming at artists. And it's just so stupid. Like that's why some artists don't talk to you. That's why some artists don't come out of their shell and speak, because of all the ratchetness going on online with the finger thugs that are out there just thugging it out and being mean and petty. It's just so annoying. But once again, your finger thugging doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. But I'm starting to see it matter a little bit. Like when I see artists defending themselves. Personally, if it was me, I wouldn't give it two shits about explaining anything to anybody. Because, like I said, artists have the freedom to work with whoever they want to work with, and they shouldn't have to explain themselves to anybody. If there's an artist that wrote one of her songs and she has 30 songs and she only wrote one of them and she collaborated with other writers, who the fuck cares? What the fuck do you care? Why is it any of your business? Why do you care? Why are you so concerned? Is it making or breaking you? Are you going to have a better day? I doubt it. I doubt you're going to have a better day. Like, why are people harassing artists online? Literally, it is a form of harassment to the point where they have to come out and make videos saying, whatever they're saying. I've seen them. I'm not quoting shit. I don't got time to remember what they're saying, but they're defending themselves about their art. And they're like, oh, I wrote this. I didn't write it. And so what if I did? And so what if I did? I wrote the... What the fuck? Look what the division that it's causing. Do you really think that your opinion is that important that it needs to cause division between people and fans, artists and fans, fans and fans? Like, get off the internet. Put your phone down and go fucking sit down and go and watch some television or something. Go turn on the TV. Because obviously the internet is not the right place for you. If you think that going online and bullying people is bullying artists. Like when I see an artist like Nicki Minaj, who has been doing this for a very long time, she's very respected. Just coming out and explaining herself, I'm just like, yo, like, come on, people have got to stop. I don't like it. It's just ridiculous. Why does she have to do that? Why does any artist have to do that? I'll go back to any artist. Why does any artist have to defend themselves? Like I said, when you're influenced by somebody, you're influenced. It's there. Nobody has to say it. Nobody has to call it out. If I'm influenced by another artist, you're going to see it. I want you to see it. I want you to know I'm inspired by this person. I love this person. I love this person's music. You can listen to my music and know exactly who inspired me, who I grew up listening to. I have no shame in that. If I did, I wouldn't put the fucking song out. I have ears. I can fucking hear it. I can hear the influence. I can hear the passion. I can hear the likeness. It's okay, people. It's fucking-K to be influenced by somebody else. It's not against the law. It's fucking-K. Like, relax. Everybody is so annoying right now. Like, just really, all these comments are just ridiculous, out of control. And everybody's defending their statures. You know, it says here, another quote from that Nicki Minaj wrote here that I got from the Impressive channel was, I never had a crusade by radio stations, influencers, and blogs to make my song #1 when Anaconda was #2 on the Hot 100. I never had a group of men in the studio writing my songs for me, so it took a while between albums. End quote. There's nothing wrong with marketing music. There's nothing wrong with pushing your music to radio stations. This is what I don't understand. I don't understand why people feel like they can't, like, and I know why they feel like that, because people are just threatening. You know, they're coming with this energy online that's negative and bullyish. Like, especially if you've never made a fucking song in your life, have a fucking song seat. Have a fucking seat on the song and relax. Listen to the song, sing the song, learn the song, play the song. Shut the fuck up. You never made a song in your life, but you want to tell somebody how to make a song. You want to tell somebody what they could do with their song. So what if she had bloggers pushing her song? It's called marketing and advertising. There's nothing wrong with this, and this is nothing new. That's what a fucking commercial is. There's nothing wrong with promoting yourself. Every artist should be promoting themselves, especially it's very competitive nowadays, even more than ever. So why does she have to say, I never did it? I mean, come on. Why does anybody have to say what they ever did with their fucking personal music? People are so fucking invasive and nosy and pushy and snobby and bullyish online. It is absolutely disgraceful. Another thing she said here, I never had a group of men in the studio writing my songs. Why does anybody have to explain that? I just don't get it. I'm not mad at Nicki for explaining herself. She's her own damn person. She can do whatever the hell she wants. I just think that it is ridiculous that someone who has been doing this for a long time, and y'all know you love Nicki Minaj. I love Nicki Minaj. She has a huge, ginormous fan base. Why does somebody of that stature have to say, I never did this, I didn't do? Why? That is her damn business. I don't understand why people are so nosy and invasive to the point where someone like herself has to come down and explain this. Yeah, she has to come down. Yeah, I said it. And I didn't mean it in a bad way. I mean it as, nigga, I'm busy trying to make music and I'm trying to live my life. Now I gotta come up out of my goddamn life and I got to explain this shit to y'all asses. And that's for anybody. Anybody, not just her. I'm speaking about her because I saw this and that's what, again, influenced me to make this podcast today. So I always have to, I like to say what influenced me to make this podcast. But she's not the only artist that's having to do this. I mean, y'all see it. It's out there. If you're listening to this, that means you're looking for the content that's like this. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's harsh and it's mean. And I think that people take it very lightly because it's just on the internet. No, people who go online want to enjoy going online and don't want to see shit about themselves like this. They don't want to see it. And maybe they feel they get into a moment where they want to say something or they need to defend themselves. It's just ridiculous. Why should any artist have to defend themselves? All we want to do is create great content and have people enjoy it, you know, provide for our families and ourselves, make a living off of it. And that's it. Most of us are very simple people. But there are people out there that make it very ugly and very negative, dramatic, and unfucking called for. Unfucking called for. Like, I'm just so disgusted at it. Anyway, some of my favorite Nicki Minaj albums here. I think her best album, if I'm, you know, if I'm wrong, you know, correct me, but I believe she has 4 albums now. I believe that Queen was the 4th album. I'm not a stan, I'm not a Barb, but I'm a fan and I like her music. So one of my favorite albums by her is The Pink Print, Queen, and Roman Reloaded. Those are three of her great albums. Now, Did It On Him, Get On Your Knees is one of my favorite songs with Ariana Grande, and Only is like my #1 favorite Nicki Minaj song. Like, that's Nicki that I like. I like Nicki like gangsta Nicki. I like pop Nicki, but I like gangsta Nicki because Nicki to me is gangsta at heart, and I feel like I can hear that. I connect with that when I hear music. But anyway, now there's several writers on a lot of her songs. I don't see what the big deal is. It's a great song. I mean, listen to me. Did you honestly just wake up and go, I can't believe that she didn't write that song? Did you wake up and do that? No, you motherfucking didn't. Because honestly, I don't think really people give a shit. I think y'all are just busy and bored and y'all just want to be mean. But it's dumb. It's dumb. I mean, do you really give a shit who wrote what? No, you don't. If it was of any relevancy, it would be, you know, when you hear a song on the radio, it would say, you know, only by Nicki Minaj featuring blah blah, or whoever featuring such and such, written by, and it would list out. It's obviously not that important. That's why the songwriter is in the credits by the song. They're not the artist, they're the writer. They get paid and they do their job. This is a job. Songwriting is a job. For the morons who don't understand that. For the morons who are being mean and bullying people. Yes, for you. Songwriting is a job. There are people that do it for a living. They don't want to sing. Just like singers don't want to write. Or rappers don't want to write. They don't want to sing. Please remember that artists are people just like you. Have compassion. Put yourself in these people's shoes and ask yourself, what would I do? What would I be doing? Because if you could do that, you wouldn't be, you know, finger thugging online in your invisible state. Like, you just wouldn't be doing it. I am, you know, I did this, it's just all ego. It's all ego. I mean, if you don't have an ego, you will have one after being a successful artist. Or if you're trying to get rid of your ego, you're just going to stick around because people are coming for you constantly. It's like, you know, I don't understand it. I just don't understand. I think it's too far, too big to really grasp. But I will say my little part, and that's what this was today. Just like a what the fuck, you know, another what the fuck moment. Like, why are people constantly having to explain themselves about what they write and what they don't write? Mind your motherfucking writing ass business. Like, who cares if, like, what do you care who the right? You know, you need to think of it from this perspective. At least there's artists that are working with other people. You know, I wish that I had writers that were like, hey, I want to write with you. Let's write together. That's flattering that you get to that state in your career where you have people that want to write with you. That's what you guys don't understand. So let me help you understand it and change your perspective just a bit. Look at it from a different light. Because obviously your shit is dim and dark and dusty. You're not looking with the lights on. Turn the lights on. These people are admired. People want to work with them. Why wouldn't they work with them? If the songwriter is super talented, this song is gonna be super fucking dope. When I rap to this shit sound dope. When I sing to this shit sound dope. What's the problem? Why are you hating? What is the problem? Do you like the song? Good. Goodbye.